Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of Aviary Attorney. When we left off, I did bad. I did real bad. So many bad things happened. But anyways, just guilt-ridden by the fact that I was unable to provide the proper evidence, I actually found the walkthrough for the game. And it was spoiler-free walkthrough. I didn't look at the next case or anything like that. I just looked at what I've done so far. And it looks like a lot of the cases have a variety of different endings that can happen. Even with the cat lady that was in the very first case, we could actually fail to prove her innocence and she would have been killed. Now Sparrowson and Falcon would have both been depressed by the fact that they were unable to prove their client innocent, but she actually can't get the death sentence if you don't provide enough evidence. And it's kind of what happened with my case, where I was unable to provide a link between Madam Singe and the judge, and she ended up most likely being executed, tried and executed for trying to kill the king. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and continue the next case, because I don't want to go back and just replay the same cases over and over again when we have so much new content to cover. If you guys really want to see every single possible facet, I may do a bonus video after I've completed the main story, but we'll see what happens, because like I said in the last video, I want to give you guys a reason, an incentive to play this game too, because it took a lot of work to make a game like this. So much effort went into this. Even just the sketches are insane. So I would love to support them as much as possible, but at the same time, I understand if you guys want a clean, a cohesive, encompassing story. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. If you guys want to see every single thing the game has to offer, I want to make sure that I deliver on that aspect as well. Let's continue. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder, the 3 glorious days. Okay. Okay, that's one way to start a chapter. This whole country's just in turmoil. The Sleeping City. Okay, let's do this. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard Joyeux. Finally! Good morning, Falcon. Morning, No, wait. It's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabaret Sauvignon.
No way. We got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk.
Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial.
Something on your mind?
Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said. About a revolution.
Pshaw! That guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all. Am I right?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors.
All right. Ahem. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Palais de Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Volerty. That's it. How terse.
Volerty's letter has been added to your evidence folder. A proposal from the inspector? Interesting.
Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we gonna meet him and find out?
Nope. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat.
All right, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point.
What did you eat this time?
No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from my last visit.
Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. I think so too. A new day. Alright, so what does he want with us?
Brr! It's far too cold to be meeting on the rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location?
Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of its days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime.
Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you know that? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds?
It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well, well, well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector.
What could he want with all three of us?
It is hardly unusual for lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck.
A big investigative role? Sounds juicy.
Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No. What? It turns out that he acquired his position as judge through illegal means, so a warrant has been put out for his arrest. He's a wanted. Oh, he's wanted.
He acquired his position through illegal means? What does that even mean?
I'm a little hazy on the details. Something about pushing another judge into the same. I can believe that. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be caught before long. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here.
Excuse me, Monsieur Minister Inspector Voltaire, sir? Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison?
Don't drag me into this, you fool! I was joking! You imprudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution, 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh, great. Now you've set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead, and I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up, and I saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian killer himself. Ahem. This is a fascinating story, Inspector. Perhaps you could tell us why we're here. Oh, right. Of course. Why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential. You understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Hipsters! Hipsters.
It's true. The other day I was called a pop-loving pleb for enjoying Chopin.
Now's not the time for joking, you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct. A rebellion is coming. Indeed. Rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Indeed. And that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur.
Like the sandwich?
What?
The Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel, throw on some peppers, and it's Friday night.
This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque Monsieur, the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend my hand in any assistance.
Suck up.
It's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico, but what about you, Falcon? But to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I am a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We're surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves. The jailers are thieving ravens. The National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullers who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at previous trials. Those are the results I produce with the imbeciles who assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Caterline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Caterline, it doesn't matter. You have the passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that's not in your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office, twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation?
Thanks, but no thanks. No, I'd be honored to help my country.
I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear. I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride.
Yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this?
Of course. Here's 50 francs. You'll receive another 50 upon the completion of your work.
50 francs? Psh, we're being undersold.
Hush, Sparrowson. This is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a Croque Monsieur to hunt.
Okay, let's go.
I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation of the Croque Monsieur too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There's something else we need to discuss.
Oh, really? So we have 3 weeks? Does that mean I have 21 days to look? Oh my god. Oh man, we need to find some rebels, huh? Okay. Oh, there's stuff over here too? Are you kidding me? So many places to go and so many things to do. Private investigation firm. He might not help me though, because I didn't help him very much. Let's go to the tavern. The tavern's probably a good place for talks of like a revolution, I would say. No drinking. Bad Falcon.
Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's you two. What'll it be today? Wine or beer? I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Cornell.
We're looking for a man called the Croque Monsieur. Have you seen him?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay. Have you heard any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course! This is a tavern, hun. People couldn't come here to grow up and talk about politics. Where else would they go? That's true. But has anyone stood out? Well... Yes? Just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying that they are or aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Thank you, madame. Let's see, where to go?
The drinking room! The card room did not help me very much. And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep them, though. Piero. No, you know that she hates being called mademoiselle. You're gonna get stuck with guard duty again.
Right you are. The madame it is then.
Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her madame?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
No way, she would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly.
Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? Smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? That's all. Monsieur, have you heard of a man called...
Falcon, wait! There's a slight catch. A chance that these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might get scared off.
Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Where'd you get that swanky hat? The croque monsieur, tell me everything. Hat! I love hats. Monsieur, where did you get that swanky hat? This little thing? It's just a regular cap I bought from...
Oh man! Someone finally noticed me awesome hat!
Been waiting years for someone to notice it. Apparently, that's your accent. Look at this thing. Who's the pre-Polly? I'm a pre-is Polly. Anyways, I bought it from a mademoiselle at the house. I think the shop was called Rods and Ends or some such. Fantastic. Thank you, monsieur.
Nice, Falcon. Now you can buy a swanky hat too. But we're no closer to uncovering the mystery of the croque monsieur.
Oh, right. Where'd you get that rifle? Monsieur, I see you were carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it? Ha, good question. See, most hunters around here carry old French Charlevilles, but this beauty's something special. See, it's American, from Springfield Armory, model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure. It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people, please, go on. Well, okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the croque monsieur... Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain in public. It'd be easier if you just take this. The Book of Judges? What is this? Some sort of law book? The book's subject's not important. Just take it. Oh, I see. The Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you...
Just take it, you idiot!
Bible books are what we use to pass around them code phrases, don't we? Code phrases? Piero, please. I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours. Right, y'all? Try to forget what my friend said. Just... With a little searching and the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire.
Is this a religious metaphor?
No, monsieur. I'm being very literal. The Book of Judges has been added to your evidence folder. Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ha, I see. Well, I hear that there's an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps, if you show the man your new book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual message.
Are you sure that this isn't a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me.
I assure you, I'm as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make note. Was there something else that you wanted? No, we're good. We're good. Thank you for your assistance, messieurs. It's nothing. Get out of here already. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. I think we're good. I don't think we need to go. You know what? We're already here, though. I don't know if they're just going to want to play, though. No, I don't want to play cards with you. No. All you do is take my money. Goodbye. I thought you'd give me clues last time, and you gave me nothing. Yep. Let's hit the road. Alright. So we need to go to the cathedral and give the friar this Bible. That's what we need to do. Hidden library, which would be nice. But let's go to Notre Dame first. And then we'll go to the library after. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought.
Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type.
Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar.
Do you think it's that hunched over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious.
It could be. Let's show some tact.
Excuse me, Monsieur Friar.
Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? Really? Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins? Or perhaps you wish to join our services? Actually, Friar, we're here because...
Falcon! That Friar! He looks eerily familiar.
Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers to our post, doesn't he?
What? No, that's not what I meant. And now doesn't look like anything like our postman. Am I going mad?
Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like a judge we once met. Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see.
Oh, good. I'm not going mad.
Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Oh, right. We have a couple of questions. Can you take a look at the book? Can you take a look? It's in a book. Friar, we have something that we would like to show you. Yeah, Book of Judges. Here you go. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give special passage readings. Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 2, to be particularly enlightening.
Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2.
This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please, could you read the passage?
Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of Rock Etam. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them.
As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? It's poetic. It's poetic. A beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage. It's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits in a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a Sophe. Sophe were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. Starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid. The Rock of Etam. Etam. Got it. I'll make note.
It's like backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this key word?
That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I'm sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession. Let's ask about the scaffolding, I guess. What's with all the scaffolding? Is this some sort of construction work going on? That's right. A little repair. A little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory.
The cult of reason? The religion of Christianity? Hey Falcon, what's the difference between religion and a cult?
Don't be rude, Sparrowson. Don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they?
Pretty much.
Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise. Some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk about cults and ideologies. Do you want anything else? Nope, we're good. Go in peace, my brothers. Okay, trying to play it smart. We've got a keyword, a password. Where are we gonna... Ooh! Need the exclamation point. Let's see what's going... Wait, no! I wanted to see the thing. Crap. Can I load it again? I think I can load it again. Hang on. Quit without saving? Would that be a good idea? I don't know if I should. Crap. I missed it. You know what? Let me try and see if I can load it again. Go without saving. Let's see, because it just started a new day. Please. Please? Please tell me I can see the exclamation point. Yes. Okay, good. Oh my god, that freaked me out for a second. What a view. You can see the column so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the croque, monsieur? Or is this about the other matter? Here you go. As requested, the full register of those who entered Paris Law School, and the full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Rabington, another class of 1846. Oh, and there's J.J. Falcon's name on the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see JJ's name, but I'm not quite sure what that implies, Inspector. The explanation's simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution. And why would he do that? Why indeed. Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he's a bird of prey. It is in his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that, when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need me for anything else, Inspector? Or shall I continue my investigation into the croque monsieur? There is one more thing. Take this. A pistol? No thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours. I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's what everybody says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine, fine. I'll keep hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you've been most helpful. I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Okay. So, now that I've kept myself from messing up too much, where can I go? He didn't want to go to the hospital. Should I do that? I don't know where I should go with the password either. Okay, you know what? Let's go to the hospital. Because Sparrowson did say that he wanted to go to the hospital. There he is, Sparrowson. Go ahead. Say what you need to say.
Excuse me, Dr. Faraway? I just wanted to thank you for, giving me the antidote and, making me well and stuff.
It's no trouble at all. Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course. There's a small matter of the debt.
Right.
Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician.
500 francs? Falcon, can I get an advance on this month's pay, and next month's, and maybe the month after's?
Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will surely allow you to pay in installments. Of course, of course.
Oh, thank goodness. With the current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century.
Hey, your pay isn't that bad. Now, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a little. Maybe to, say, 100 francs.
Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind?
Debt collection. Sure. That actually sounds quite fun. It'll be a nice change from this croque monsieur nonsense.
Yes, give us the details, Doctor.
There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that that man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute.
Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We'll dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt.
Wait, I didn't agree to that.
Every waking moment.
Okay. And we've killed another day. So I figured that if I offered to collect the debt, that we'd have another place that we could go. World Hub for artists, scholars, and historians. That does sound like a good place to go. Ooh. Excuse me, madam. Do you have a moment to talk about the Cult of Reason? That's the chocolate guy. Peddle your pyramid scheme to someone else, bud. I've got a kid to feed. Madame, it's not a pyramid scheme. Madame, take a leaflet at least. What about you, monsieur? Would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jack Hebert? Cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've been in my fair share of cults. But this cult is different. A member of the Cult of Reason, huh? Strange. I thought that cult died out way back with the old revolution. Hey, Falcon! That person! He looks like the run-of-the-mill cultist. I can see that, but doesn't his face look familiar to you? Sure. Maybe they're triplets. He does look familiar. Actually, his resemblance is uncanny. Shall we get his attention? Uh-oh. He spotted us. This is awkward. Wait, monsieur! We would like a quick word. Come back! Teach us about the wonders of the Cult of Reason. He's gone. So I'm not going crazy, right? That guy was the splitting image of Judge Romulus, wasn't he? I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that. Right. Where to first? Alright, so let's see if there's any, like, smarty pants people here that we can tell the password to. Let's see. Who to question? Who to question? Oh dear. Oh dear, it's these guys again. Keep it together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognize you. Excuse me, monsieur. It's us, the Philistines. Remember? But they're talking to me? Yep, definitely talking to me. Okay, deep breaths, Eric. Hi. We have a couple of questions, if it's no trouble. It's no trouble. No trouble at all. Did you see the cultist outside? Cultist? You mean that Cult of Reason fellow? Yeah? He accosted me a few days ago. We chatted for a while. Not by choice, of course, but because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. It got a little out of hand. He insisted I take a pamphlet. Let's have a look at this. Be Your Own God, an introductory guide to the Cult of Reason by Jack Hebert. And he even added his own signature, see? At the bottom there. To my bestest bud, Eric. Happy reading. Best wishes, Sylvius. Green ink, too. What a fiendish color choice. Kid was such a slime ball. We aren't even the close to bestest buddies. At least we know the cultist's name. Sylvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, monsieur? Be my guest. I don't want it. Signed Cult Guide has been added to your evidence folder. Do you want something else? Yeah. Do you know anything about an uprising? An uprising? You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, stuff like that. Goodness, no. I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Never mind then. We're good. Thanks, Eric. You're the best. Thanks for your time, monsieur. You've been a great help. It's no trouble. No trouble at all. Yeah, that's what you say now, even though you were freaking out when we were coming up earlier. Back to the old Salle du Tribu. Nothing? Still don't see anybody around the interview. Yeah. I can't imagine this room of being any use to us, unless we need any priceless Roman artifacts, of course. Fine, we'll go over here. No, wait, that's the... Not yet. We need to go to the garden. Here we go. Is our buddy here? Rubino! Hey, Falcon, isn't that our old friend? You! Oh, never mind. It's just you two. How's the work going, monsieur? Don't ask. I'm not trying to think about it. Endless piles of dog poop and litter. So what do you want? I haven't found any interesting bits of paper today, if that's what you're hoping for. Actually, we just wanted to ask a couple questions if you have a moment. I have a moment. Just one, mind. Did you see that cultist in the Palace du Carousel? Yep. It's been hanging around all week. Today trying to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it. And where would that be? What? Where'd you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I see. Never mind. Monsieur Rubino, what do you know about that guy? What's his story? His story? How should I know? He's just a cultist loser. The Aviary attacks all types of crazy all the time. I see. Do you know about an uprising? You mean like a rebellion? Yeah, I've heard rumors. There are a lot of uneasy people in Paris. What kind of rumors? Nothing specific. Just that there's a group planning to form a huge protest before the end of February. Some say it might go violent. If you were wise, you'd probably fly out of the city as soon as possible. So people say. Do you plan on leaving? I couldn't if I wanted to. No thanks to you guys. But in any case, if I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities, wartime photography, imagine the possibilities. Sounds like easy money. You betcha. Ka-ching! Anyway, yeah, okay, I guess that's it then. We're done here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I don't want to come back later. I'm trying to like one-shot these, cause it's not good. It's not good to mess it up. So we got lots of places that we can go. Okay, so we could go to the library. I need to find out where I can get a gun. Oh, here's the engineer guy. Let's talk to him. Either we'll collect some money. Come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trovet? I am. And you are? We're lawyers, sent on behalf of Dr. Farley. We're here to collect the debt that you owe. It's time to pay up, monsieur. Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I'd be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? What to do? I know! I have a brand new invention that'll blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical world. I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget. No, trust me. This baby will easily be worth 10,000, no, 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it. Alright then, hand the device over and I'll pass it along to Dr. Farley right away. Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. It's not finished? I know exactly what needs to be done, but I'm missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you have some time to spare, you could help me out. Run out and collect what I need. What? No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you have some shopping to do, then do it yourself. Falcon, please, help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. Alright. No need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out, at least. Great, I'll take notes. What is it that you need, monsieur? Let's see. A copper pot? A pot? As in, like, a saucepan? What on earth for? It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid, accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated. Save your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. Oh, the copper part is important? Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those. I see some copper kettles at La Halle's market, although those things aren't too cheap. I can't help but feel I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String! High-grade string to bind some components of the device together. Seems simple enough. I imagine Le Halle's market would have that in abundance. Can we really afford to blow your whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have loose thread on my jacket. Take it. The string must be higher quality than that, monsieur. I need something that's fishing line grade. Oh. Was there anything else you wanted, monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries perhaps? No, that's everything. Alright, I got that all written down. Shopping list has been added to your evidence folder. I feel a little conned. We came here to collect the debt and left with the shopping list. We're gonna follow through and get Monsieur Turvet's items, right? We'll see. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna help. But I don't know where to go for the keyword. I mean, right here is some fishing line, which would be easy to get. Hey, buddy. Well. If it isn't the rude lawyers. You know, you owe me, big guy. I owe you? Yep, my fishing line snapped when I dragged you out of the water the other day. I had to buy a new reel. So the way I see it, you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1,000,000 francs for saving your life. I don't have 1,000,002 francs. Really? But you look so bourgeois. Alright, I'll tell you what. 2 francs for the line and we'll call it even. How much do I got? I have 105 francs. Sure, yeah, I'll pay it. Fine, here's 2 francs. Consider it a gift of gratitude for saving my life. Much thanks, monsieur. Now, why are you here? Why are we here? Oh, right, we have some questions. So, caught anything good? Today? Not a kipper. This new fishing line's really good, but I've run out of bait, so it's practically useless by itself. That's quite an issue. Hey, Falcon, do you think that fishing line will work as high-grade string for Monsieur Trevure wanted? It just might. Say, Monsieur Kingley, since you aren't attached to it, aren't catching anything, would it be possible for us to take that new fishing line off of your hands? Sure. What's it worth? Didn't we already go over this fishing line payment business? Yeah, but that was compensation for the old fishing line. If you want to buy this new line, it's a whole separate matter. Also, I saved your life, remember? And I was polite enough not to rub that fact in your face. Much. Fine, fine. So, how much did the new line cost? 10 francs? There's no way that line cost 10 francs. You're right, it cost 1, but I added a little markup. That's obscene. I guess it's a bit. Tell you what, if you can provide me with some killer bait, I'll give you the line for free. Killer bait? Like worms? Sure, worms, sweets, whatever. So what'll it be? Do you have some bait or you just want to pay me the cash? If I go to the chocolate place, it's gonna waste another day. I've got the cash, let's do it. I'm done playing the stupid run around fetch quest nonsense. Here's the 10 francs. Excellent, and here's your line. Fishing line has been added to your evidence folder. Wait, hold on. No, I have no fishing line or bait. I did not think this deal through. Oh well. Can I do something else? Yes, have you heard of a man called the Croquet Monsieur? Man called Croquet Monsieur? Nope, doesn't ring any bells. That's a strange name though. Did the man name himself after a sandwich or was the sandwich named after him? I have absolutely no idea. I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. The Sparrowson. Thick slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham. Stop. You'll give us all heart attacks. Can you eat chicken? I mean, is that like slightly cannibalism? Because you guys are all birds. Bye, Monsieur Fisherman. Hey, you know I hate being called that. Okay. So we have the line, but I don't have a kettle. Library, the courts. I don't remember seeing a copper unless it was at the tavern. Which really would not help a lot. Let's go to the market. Maybe we'll learn something here. Okay, so we need a copper pot and a piece of string. What options do we have? I see Sasha's Spider Silverware store. Too pricey. Let's take it down a notch. Okay, how about that place over there? Harry Hippopotamus's Pottery and Haberdashery. That name just rolls off the tongue. Still too pricey. We're buying for a mad scientist, not for the Queen of England. What about the little stand? Rude's Odds and Ends. Looks cheap and I can see a copper kettle in the back. Now we're talking. Excuse me, madame. Wait, those two look familiar. I recognize you. Weren't you begging outside the Chateau Criniere a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, that was us. Thanks for your generosity, monsieur. We put your money to good use, see? We started the business. At Rude's Odds and Ends, we sell everything. I suppose the congratulations are in order. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy. So, do we get a discount? A discount? Well, we did help kickstart your little enterprise. I suppose we are investors of some sorts. Sorry, messieurs, no discounts. You gave us a donation out of the generosity of your hearts. Because you're such nice people. But maybe we can help you out. What is it you wanted? We need copper kettle. Oh, we see a copper kettle on your stall. How much is it? 30 francs. I don't know what else the money's for, though. Let's do it. I mean, they literally pulled themselves off of the streets to start a business. It is not up to me to say, you know what, you owe me a discount. That's not fair. If they say, hey, we'll give you a discount because you helped us, then that's just good on them. But it would be terrible of me to say, no, I started this, so therefore you owe me something. No, we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, we'll take it. Here's your money. And here's your kettle. Pleasure doing business with you, monsieur. Okay, copper kettle has been added to your evidence folder. Was there anything else? No, we're done. Is that it? Be sure if you come back if you forgot something. Come back soon. Okay. We have 3 weeks, right? Please tell me we have 3 weeks. Okay, where are you at? I'll give you your stupid stuff. Come in. It's you two. Have you managed to gather the materials I need? Yes, monsieur. The string and copper pot, exactly as described. Here you go. What? What's this? A fancy kettle? It's made of copper, I suppose, but what an odd choice. It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a bit of asking around, we managed to find suitable substitutes. There's a general store down the street that sells string and discounted pots and the like. I assumed you would have gone shopping there. Well, no matter, no matter. Give me 1 minute and I'll finish assembling the device. Well, there's the copper kettle. What the heck is that? Ta-da! May I proudly present to you Gustave Trevor's magnificent Explorer Extractor surgical device. Trademarked. Patent pending. It looks like a pair of kitchen tongs hooked up to a stewing pot. Agreed. It wasn't expecting something so low-tech and, well, bad. Perhaps a demonstration is in order. 1 moment, if you please. Psst, Falcon. That thing looks like junk. This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time. I suspected that man was delusional from the very start. It would explain why he was being treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done, though. Let's just humor Gustave until we get an opportunity to leave. Cut our losses. What about my medical debt? Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, messieurs. So here we have one regular piece of meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier. Okay, that meat is a soldier. An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier. And here we have a small piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, that this is a musket ball. So, our soldiers wandering through the battlefield, not a care in the world, when all of a sudden, BAM! The person's been shot. The musket ball's been embedded into the man's flesh. I'm scared, Falcon. He slammed that metal into the meat like a madman. Quick, messieurs. You're a battlefield medic. The soldier is wounded and you have precious little time. What do we do? Mouth to mouth. Too late, he's gone. Well, I'm no surgeon, but I think most doctors would feel around for the musket ball fragments, then carefully use a scalpel. How archaic, how slow, how imprecise. Now I hear you wondering, Monsieur Trevet, surely there must be a better way. I wasn't. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device, and then, as I move the detector component over the meat... Is that thing humming? It is, monsieur. When the electromagnetic component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum. I must say, I'm actually impressed, monsieur. A device that can detect metal beneath flesh? It's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before. Yeah, but why limit it to battlefield surgery? You could repurpose that thing to do all sort of, some sort of treasure hunting device. That would make you really rich. Hold your horses, messieurs. Hold your horses. I'm not done yet. You have only seen half of the device's capabilities, the exploration part. Now, you can witness the second part, extraction. Did that thing just... Yep, suck that bullet out like a pip from a grapefruit. Behold, the original piece of iron, removed swiftly and precisely from the flesh. So, what do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh? I think that meat looks a lot appetizing than before. It's practically exploded. I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trevet, you have a strange and mildly terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We shall pass along to Dr. Falray and let him decide its worth. Explorer Extractor has been added to your evidence folder. Thank you, thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve. I'm hungry. Let's pick out some steaks on the way back to the office. Let's not. Well then. So, should we go back to the doctor? Ugh. Probably. I don't know what else we can do after that, though. Let's see. Oh, good, good. It doesn't... It's not going to take a whole day to go. Awesome. You've returned. Were you successful? Well, I hit the Facebook thing. Nope, that's not what I needed. Okay. Well, Monsieur Trevet didn't have any money, but he did give us something that he claimed would be extremely valuable. Go ahead, take it. He said that you could keep it. What is this? Monsieur Trevet called it an Explorer Extractor. He said that it would revolutionize the medical field. I don't quite understand how it works, but maybe I could demonstrate it, if you have a piece of meat and a lump of metal handy. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I sent you to retrieve owed money. Instead, you returned several days late with this child's toy. Just forget it. Forget the whole task. I was foolish of me to rely on private attorneys, and it was foolish of me to assume that a crazed inventor would produce money when asked. Keep your toy. Good day, messieurs. So do I get a discount on my bill? Dr. Farley, about that discount. Oh, he's gone. Sorry, Sparrowson. It doesn't look like you'll be getting your discount. Well, there goes my year's wages. So, what do we do now? Get back to our investigation and the Croque Monsieurs and the rebels, I assume. We've wasted precious time on this fool's errand. I don't think we did, though. I'm hoping that metal detector is actually going to be beneficial in the courtroom. Like, it seems like it would be a good tool. So, where do we want to go next? We've got a password. We could go to the investigation firm, or we could go to the library. Let's go to the investigation firm. They may not help us, but it's my best shot. Well, well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guests some tea? Oh, of course! Monsieur Voops, of course! Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe? Chamomile sounds good. Chamomile sounds good to me. Thanks, Mousy. Sure, I could go for chamomile too. Okay, 1 pot of chamomile coming right up. Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for? We have a couple of questions. Have you ever heard of the person called the Croque Monsieur? And no, we're not talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. The Croque Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him? Me personally? No, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see. Then do you have any idea how we can find him? Meeting the Croque Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I should do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days and I will tell you where and when you can find the Croque Monsieur. That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Voops. Of course, there is a price. A price? It is just a small fee. A mere 30 francs. Good lord, I'm running out of money. I'm bleeding money in this episode. Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is this any way to show your gratitude? Monsieur Voops, you must understand that this is no personal errand. We're investigating on behalf of the king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee I will find you the Croque Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say? Sure, take my money. Why not? Here you go. I hope we have 3 days to spare. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I'll tell you where the Croque Monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I'll undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Voops. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Have you heard of an uprising? Monsieur Voops, have you heard any rumors of an uprising? Of course. These days, a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. But what can you tell us about the dissenters, specifically? Do you know where they're meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large, public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else. Nope, we're good. That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Vulpes. As to you, messieurs. We left without the tea. Aw. Tea is ready, Monsieur Vulpes. It's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy. Oh, bother. Aw, poor Mousy. Okay, so it's February 3rd. So we need to go February 6th. We need to go back to him. Okay, it's possible. It's doable. Let's go to the library and see if we can find anything out here. Time to hit the books, am I right? If you're looking for Croquet Monsieur's recipes, I guess that would be in the cooking section. We aren't here for recipes, Sparrowson. This librarian fellow seems pretty intelligent. If there's something we've overlooked, he would know. Would you mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing my daily crossword. Should have known. It's the two Harlequins. It's good to see you, monsieur. We have some questions. Of course you do. Fine, let's get this over with so I can get back to my puzzle. Have you ever heard of the Quack Monsieur? The sandwich? Of course I've heard of it. No, I mean a person with that name. No, that doesn't ring any bells. I'm familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that's of any help. Wait, you can become an Earl of Food now? I'm in the wrong profession. Never mind, we'll try something else. What can you tell us about an uprising? An uprising? Would you care to be more specific? A Paris uprising. You two cannot be serious. You want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution, and revolt that Paris has ever been through? We'd be here all night. What about an uprising that hasn't happened yet? A future uprising. I read the newspapers, messieurs. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps of censorship. The citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. A future revolt is a very real possibility. That's all I know. I see. Let's try asking something else. We can't, though! Clearly we're barking up the wrong tree. Thank you for your time anyway, monsieur. I bid you good day. God dang it! This is exactly why I can't get my cases done. Okay, so one more day. The prison. Nobody's died yet, though. Yet. That sounds terrible, but right now we're just investigating. Nobody has actually died. The Baron, which he's not there anymore because he got arrested. The tavern still has a day, and I don't know why. Oh, something else is happening here. Okay, let's look at this. I hope I didn't miss any other exclamation points. Whoa! Is this room to your liking, mademoiselle? Don't call me that. Oh! Beaumont. My apologies, madame. But what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark and cramped, and a little more than macabre, but it'll do. Excellent. I've hired private security guard at the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured, your weapons are safe. Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madame. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts. Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country. But when the time comes, I'll be the one to pull the trigger. Okay. Should we? Oh, it doesn't take a day. Let's go to Notre Dame. Nothing of interest. Friar's nowhere to be seen. Great. Wonderful. I'm glad we did that. Alright, associates. It's not time yet. One more day. One more day. I don't want to backtrack. You know what? Let's go. Let's go to the manor. I don't think there's going to be anything there, though. Prison. The court, which none of those places seem like somewhere you'd say a password. You know? I don't know if you could say it back to the guys that were over there because they're the ones who gave us the Bible. So we need to tell the password to somebody. Let's go to the mansion. There's nowhere else I can really think of going. You there. I remember you. You guys can help me out with this little dilemma. What is it, mademoiselle? Which country's better? Great Britain or United States of America? I mean, I live in the States, but I'm not going to be arrogant about it. Let's say Great Britain. Why not? Putting aside all prejudices, the British Empire is magnificent. I suspect that it will continue to prosper for years to come. The USA is still a young nation. Anything could happen to it. You think Britain's a safer option, huh? I suppose it would make for a shorter trip. What is this about, mademoiselle? Well, I'm thinking of taking a trip. A long trip. Everywhere I go in Paris, people are angry and depressed. It's like violence is about to break out at any moment. I've saved up enough, so I'm gonna get out of here. Follow my dream of starting a new life overseas. Who's gonna look over Chateau Crinier? Well, with the Baron's passing, they've decided to auction off his estate. I think the Demials were showing some interest in the household, so I guess they can handle the household duties themselves. The Demials, you say? Interesting. Anyway, this might be the last time we'll see each other, so I'll just say, au revoir, Sparrowson. Au revoir, Monsieur Falcon. Farewell, mademoiselle. I wish you a pleasant voyage. So long, mademoiselle. Don't let the limmies push you around. Hey, Falcon. I think we forgot something. The rebels. The Croquet Monsieur. All that juicy investigation stuff. We're supposed to be asking questions. Oh, right. That completely slipped my mind. It's no matter. Coolin didn't seem like the type to get involved with rebels and armed dealers. She probably knew nothing. I suppose. In any case, she seems to be the only one with enough sense to escape before the violence starts. Yeah. Well, there goes that day. Crap. Okay, so that was kind of interesting, though. At least we know what she's doing. Okay, so it should be time for R&M to give us some more information. 3 days. Monsieur Voops, you've managed to dig up some good information, I trust. There's good news and there's bad news. I want a refund right now. Hit me with the bad news first. The Croque Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know his secret password, and I'm afraid I was unable to procure that particular password. I see. That is a problem. So what's the good news? If you want to meet the Croque Monsieur anyway, I have learned that he lurks around the Rue des Marosets on Friday evenings. Oh, the Monkey Road by Notre Dame. That's easy enough to get to. I apologize that I could not be of more help. It's no problem at all, monsieur. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue des Marosets on Friday. I'll be there. And I think we know what the password is. We do? Come on, Falcon. Don't be a bird brain. I shan't delay you two any longer. I'm sure you have a lot of investigative work to do. We do. Thanks for all the help, Monsieur Voops. It's Monday. It's Monday. What am I supposed to do till Friday? Oh my god. I don't know where else we can really go. I mean, I guess they're giving us plenty of time to look everywhere, so let's go to the Chocolate Emporium. Welcome, welcome! Haha, it's you two again. You remember us? I guess that's no surprise. Of course I remember. You're the messieurs who ask many questions and buy little chocolate. I'm afraid we have more questions for you today, Monsieur Hagelsack. Thanks for being patient with us. You sell chocolate to a lot of people. Have you come across any unsavory characters in your occupation? Of course. One time I was hiking through the mountains of the Netherlands, and I was accosted by an overzealous tulip salesman. I threw a fistful of Dutch rubles at him and made a hasty retreat. I can't help but wonder about the legitimacy of Lander's stories. For some reason, his tangential rants don't bother me. Let's be more specific. We're looking for a person called the Croque Monsieur. Does that name sound familiar? No, monsieur. Okay? Have you heard any rumors of a rebellion in Paris recently? Why, monsieur, there are always rumors of rebellions in Paris. The citizens whisper in the shadow. The bourgeois cower in fear. Yes, but have you personally heard anything specific? No, monsieur. Well, I suppose we're done here. I guess it's a little silly of me to look for intel about a rebellion in a chocolate shop. Perhaps I could help you with something else, monsieur. Like what? Well, you have noticed that this is in fact a chocolate shop. I am much better servant as a chocolate salesman than a rumor monger. Of course. Sure. I'm looking to buy a box of chocolates for a friend. May I have a recommendation?
Could it be? Am I the friend, Falcon? Is this a gift for me?
Certainly, monsieur. You're looking for something romantic then. Perhaps an elegant, heart-shaped selection from Tuscany would suit you. Romantic, you say?
I don't feel that way about you, Falcon, but how could I decline such a scrumptious gift?
No, that wouldn't work. Do you have anything suitable for any occasion? Ha, then perhaps you want this box of 20 creamy chocolate swirls from London. They're very sweet. Nobody can resist.
Yes, those are perfect. Take them, Falcon. Take them.
For pity's sake, Sparrowson, why are you bidding so fidgety?
No reason.
Then cut it out. It's weird. I think those will work nicely, Monsieur Hagelsack. How much are they? 5 francs. Perhaps a little steep for some, but I assure you that their quality more than justifies the price tag. Sure. I'll take them. May I have them wrapped? Certainly, monsieur. One moment, if you please.
Falcon,
what is it?
I just want to say you've been a great friend and an inspirational mentor. I have ample amounts of respect for you as a person, and...
You do know these chocolates aren't for you, right?
Oh. Yeah, I knew that.
Good. Just making sure.
You're breaking my heart, Falcon.
Here you are, monsieur. I'm sure the recipient will enjoy them. A box of chocolates has been added to your evidence folder. Thank you very much, monsieur, and thank you for putting up with our endless questions. It has been my pleasure, monsieur. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to Friday. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode right here because I feel like there's still a lot of investigation to do before we actually reach anything, and there hasn't really been anything that's occurred. So I don't know when a trial is going to happen. So I was going to try and do like investigation and then trial, but clearly there's still a lot to do in this act, which I wasn't too surprised by because the boxes for Act 3 looked really, really long. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode right here. Hopefully we are able to get a lead and make it to Friday. I'm hoping I can make it to Friday so that I can talk to the arms dealer and everything like that, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MJ. Let's play. Which of these theories takes fewer assumptions? 1. The page from Prince Juan's book fell out on his way to the Olivier South entrance. 2. Prince Juan deliberately planted the page on the off chance that it would be discovered. Then he took the long way around. How dare you! The nerve of you to lecture me on such basic philosophical concepts! I'll stop lecturing you when you stop making such basic mistakes. Oh, the burn on that one! Mr. Falcon, please calm yourself. What is the point of all this yammering? The ultimate point is that Toussaint's testimony is fabricated, made up, utter fiction.